Man, I've been fearless, I let him feel this. You know I spit it no cap when I killed this. I'm better hit him with the rest, let him hear this. Where this war tour better be a field trip. Yeah, sack it up and then I double it. No time for mumbling, show him where trouble is. Been on my team, plotting my things, living my dreams. Yeah, it's obscene. Word around here been blessed. Everything you hear my
Editing is hard, and being original is even harder. You spend 6 hours making the most beautiful montage you've ever seen, and then someone has to tell you that you're a clone of some guy that did it 18 years ago. So I asked myself, why be original when I could just have a robot do it for me? Now, having ChatGPT edit a video is basically impossible since I have no idea how to code, and I'm not going to try to make it edit for me, because
I don't know what I'm doing!
the way I'm gonna edit this video is basically like, kind of like, you know, that grandma that you have where your mom's like, oh, do whatever they say, and so they're like, oh, give me some water, and so then you're gonna be like, okay, I'll go get you some water, and you come back, and then you have to like, give them water. Same thing for this, except for we're gonna use ChatGPT to give me instructions for editing, and then I'm gonna go edit it. That's how we're gonna do it. Yeah. The first thing I asked ChatGPT was to come up with a new editing style for starters, just so we know where to like base it. And it came up with this thing called chromatic editing, and it involves using like a lot of color to create like a unique style. So it gave me some guidelines, some parameters. So that's what I'm gonna be basing off the edit. But I'm gonna need a couple other things, because I don't just want to use this, but I wanted to make everything about the edit up to what it can. The next thing I asked it to generate was a song, and it generated this song called Fluorescent Adolescent by Arctic Monkeys. It's an indie rock song, which is the genre I asked for since I'm not really good at editing anything else. But we're just going to roll with it. So we're going to add this song and a clip into the timeline, and then we'll ask for the colors next. So I asked ChatGPT to give me 2 colors, and it gave me red and blue. And so those are going to be the 2 main colors we're going to focus on. So next I started timer mapping, just doing the basic syncing to the song, doing keyframes. And then I remembered that I need to save my project because I've lost so many to data loss. I create like 3 backups every day. And so once I'm finished with the timer mapping, I asked ChatGPT how many impacts should I have. I put 1 through 3, either having 3 for each little keyframe or only 1 for just when I hit the shot. And it gave me 2. So we're going to have 1 for the jump and then 1 for the shot. Now that we've finished time remapping and doing our pan crop, we can finally just add some impact. So I'm just going to use for my preset pack. So remember how we asked ChatGPT for some colors? So I asked ChatGPT to give me 2 colors, and it gave me red and blue. And so those are going to be the 2 main colors we're going to focus on. Well, I'm going to use a duotone and deep glow to kind of add this impact for when he jumps and when he hits. We're going to kind of tune it around a little bit till we finally get that nice glow, and that adds that little extra coloring, like it said, that chromatic color. I end up playing around with different CCs right here, and none of them really end up sticking later, so just kind of gloss over this a little bit, but we do end up tinkering a bit more with the colors until we get to the next part. So earlier ChatGPT said for the style we also need to include some overlays, so I used this film burn overlay in light leaks to add different coloring. I think I set it to add a hue sap bright to make it change colors. I'm gonna also mess around with this a lot to get it right how I like it. I think I end up leaving it on just setting the hue for the overall tone of the edit, so it just affects the hue. It doesn't actually add anything over the edit. So here I decided to add a cinematic. This is a recording from a different edit that I'm currently working on, but that's not gonna be out for a little bit, so stay tuned. And then right here, I try to, again, come up with something with those coloration. The colors are just really hard to pinpoint in an edit. It's a make or break. You know, it's really important for you guys to focus on. If you guys want me to do tutorials, let me know in the comments. These are so much fun to make. I'm having so much fun making this right now. Yeah, but then we finally get to the point where I start experimenting with color corrections and just trying to finally pinpoint down what is this edit going to look like. Right here I didn't speed it up as much so you guys can kind of see a tutorial on how I do this cool effect where it doubles the player and it makes it kind of big, but the player's still underneath. Make sure that the opacity for the player underneath is still pretty low, or else you can't see what's going on screen, but it's just a really nice effect to build up to your impacts. And for the last part, I finally work on the sound design, just adding some whooshes using the million pullout, adding in a Victor Royale sound and the bolt sound, and then I add a little a little tag at the end. So hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy this. The edit is finally done. Thanks for sticking around all the way to the end. Here you go.
Flicking through a little book of sex tips. Remember when the bars were all electric, and now when she's told she's gonna get it, I'm guessing that she'd rather just forget it.
Alright, so this is the final edit. It looks really nice. The coloring is really unique. I haven't seen a lot of edits use this type of coloring, and the kind of glitchiness really blends well together. Overall feels really nice, and all the ideas came from ChatGPT mostly, you know. I try to do just basic editing, not go too far, but keeping that ChatGPT kind of idea alive. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great day.